Hey you guys, and welcome back. Today I am doing my all about drugstore liquid blushes video. I have 3 different drugstore gel or liquid blushes to talk about in this video. They're all kind of newish releases, like within the last 6 months, which I guess isn't really new, but it's kind of new. Liquid blushes has been like a new experience for me. I've never really used them before the last like three or so months. Actually, I think before this year, I've never really used liquid blushes. I do like cream blushes a lot. I think it was Shelby Wilson. I watched her reviewing the Physicians Formula Organic line, and when she applied that liquid blush, I just instantly wanted to go pick it up. So that's what kind of inspired this whole thing. And then I went and picked up some more from the drugstore from different brands. So that's what we're doing today. I want to talk about the formulas, what I like about them, give like a little mini review on each, and I'll also give you guys some swatches. They're not really like color swatches, I guess, but it's more on the back of my hand and showing you guys how it kind of blends out when you rub it in. And I'm also going to show you face swatches of me applying the blushes on my cheeks with the various different application methods that I use when applying these blushes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna start off with the blush that inspired this whole video, and it's the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Dewy Blush Elixir. I have 2 of the shades. I have Pink Berry, and I also have Apricot Glow. Apricot Glow is the one that I applied on camera in the demo, and I applied it with a little sponge, which is I think it's called the Swispers. It might even just be their concealer sponge. It's a very, very tiny sponge, but I find it's perfect for liquid blush application. It's the absolute perfect size for my cheeks. It gets the blush right where I want it. I can diffuse the product lightly. These are very pigmented liquid blushes. When you apply them with a brush or when you apply them with your hand, they can be really, really, really intense. So in my opinion, the sponge is the way to go with these, and you should also go with a very, very small amount because they are very, very overwhelming. Go crazy really fast with these. So personally, I prefer a sponge to apply this formula, but once you blend it out, it's so beautiful. It's so dewy and natural looking. It can look a little splotchy, but I actually like that. Like, I find across the board with all of the ones I want to talk about today, they are all a little bit patchy and splotchy, but not in a bad way. It's kind of like, you know, when your face gets a little bit splotchy or your skin gets a little bit splotchy, it kind of looks like that. Like, it kind of just looks natural, which I really like. I would rather look like I have a natural flush than look like I'm wearing actual blush. But just keep that in mind. It is a little bit splotchy. I love the dewiness of it. I like how quickly it blends out. Even though it's dewy, it does last on my skin throughout the day. I can set it with powder over top, and that doesn't get rid of the dewiness, and it's just overall a really nice formula. I can't remember the price tag on these. I'm gonna say they're like $12, $13 Canadian, and you get 15 milliliters of product, which is a lot. I feel like I'm never going to run out of these. The next one I want to talk about is the Milani Liquid Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush. I have 2 shades. I have Cheeky Coral and Pink Flirt. The one I applied on camera today was Cheeky Coral. Pink Flirt is a very like vibrant rosy pink, and Cheeky Coral is like kind of a peachy orangey coral shade. I applied this one for you guys with a brush in the demo, and the brush I used was actually like my foundation brush, and it is the Real Techniques sculpting brush. And that's another little trick that I found works with these. When you blend the blush out with the same foundation brush that you used, it makes the blush application a little bit more seamless, and it kind of blends the blush into your foundation and makes it look even more natural. But I also like to use the Real Techniques contour brush, which is kind of like the perfect size. I use it for concealer a lot of the time, but I also use it for my cream products, like my cream bronzer, my cream blushes. When you do use a brush, you kind of have to use a lot of like stippling motion. It can look a little streaky, like you can get streak marks with a brush, so it just takes a little bit more time. The Milani formula is also really nice, but it is a little bit less pigmented than the Physicians Formula one, and it's also pretty dry. It's not like super dry, but it is drier. It's the driest formula I want to talk about today. And it has a little bit more resistance, I guess, like when you're blending it out, even just with your finger, it's not a smooth feeling and creamy feeling. It definitely has more of a tug to it. Once you blend it out on your skin, it does look really, really beautiful. Just be a little wary of over blending. Sometimes I blend for too long because I just really want it to get, I don't know, I just like can't stop blending, and then the blush can actually kind of disappear. So you kind of need to find that happy medium where it's blended into your skin, but you haven't blended it away. These ones I feel like can get blended away really easily. Once you start blending, they can kind of like disappear. So you just gotta be careful and not over blend them. Price, again, I think it was like $12, $13, really expensive. And then it only comes with 10.8 milliliters. The nice thing about this though is it is in that squeezy tube, which makes it way more practical than the Physicians Formula ones. Not just for like traveling, but also for storing. I don't even know how to store these. I usually just lay my liquid blushes like flat in my drawer, but these ones I kind of have to stand. They're probably my least favorite that I'll share with you today, but they aren't bad by any means. And last products I want to talk about are my newest purchases, but I really, really like them. And they're the Maybelline Cheek Heat Sheer Gel Cream Blushes. I have 20 Rose Flush and 15 Nude Burn. I don't remember which one I applied on my cheeks today. I think I applied Rose Flush, and that's the one I'll show you guys in the demo. And I actually applied it in the demo with my fingers, and that's kind of how I got this really natural looking blushed look. It's really almost like undetectable, like there's just a hint of rosy flush to it. It almost just looks like it's your skin and your natural flush. These are super, super creamy and almost like wetter, I guess, than the other ones I showed you today. They do have that more gel-like consistency. They are super smooth to blend out. That's why I like to apply these ones with my finger actually, because I feel like it's just so smooth and easy to apply. The colors I picked are pretty neutral. Like Nude Burn is just like a mauve-y nude, and Rose Flush is just kind of like a natural rose color. So I didn't go super crazy with my color selection here. I just love the way they look on my cheeks. I think these might be my favorites. They come with only 8 milliliters of product, but they weren't expensive. I think they were like $6 to $9, like something around that range. And they're in that convenient packaging where it's just a squeezy tube. They're really small and compact, so easy to throw in your bag. And yeah, I really like them. I think they are a really good drugstore find. But those are the blushes that I've tried. Those are my opinions on them. That's kind of how I like to apply my liquid blushes. This was kind of like a short video, I guess. It's a little bit shorter than I thought it was gonna be, but I hope it was helpful. I would recommend any of these blushes. It's kind of just up to you which ones you feel like will work best for you. Like I said, the Physicians Formula are really, really pigmented, but they do leave your skin probably the dewiest looking out of all of these blushes. The Milani ones are a little drier and they kind of blend away more easily, so you gotta be careful with them. And then the Maybelline ones, if you like gel products like gel primers or jelly highlighters, I feel like you'll like this one. It's super easy to apply. It just looks so good on your skin, like very fresh and youthful looking. That sums up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'll leave my handles here if I remember. Sometimes I forget, but it's always in the description bar if you are wondering. Please subscribe if you would like to see more videos, and I will see you in my next one.